Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having a Cancer Sun and Aquarius Moon in a natal chart. First off, as far as the basic character goes, which is the Sun being in Cancer, um, the person can be tenacious, sympathetic, caring, dedicated, devoted, protective, and security conscious. Now, in contrast to that, the moon is the unconscious side, the sun being the conscious. And on an unconscious level, with a person having the moon in Aquarius may be very progressive, futuristic, forward-moving, ingenious, unorthodox, um, detached, selfless, and altruistic. And it is, again, like most sun-moon combinations, there's a very strong disparity between the sun and the moon in their characteristics. I mean, you have the Cancer Sun being very introverted, and the Aquarius Moon can have that emotional need for friends, for groups, clubs, organizations. The Cancer Sun fundamental character is more tied in with the past and may even brood and lament over past hurts. The Aquarius Moon, again, being progressive and forward moving, is willing to move on from that. So that could be actually positive for the person with the has this combination, because the person may be able to move forward from just simple things. Could be simple things like feelings being hurt, and more, at least more so than the average Cancer Sun. Um, Maybe not always or completely, but a little bit more than a typical Cancerian Sun person. Now, this is a person that may bring those dedicated and devoted Cancerian Sun qualities, may bring it in something Aquarius related. It could be such as innovation, astrology, astronomy, computers, aviation, electronics, meteorology as some examples. And this is a person also, uh, Cancer, the sun is about, our basic wants. And Cancer Sun, wants the home and family. Most people do. But Cancer Sun, it's more emphasized with them than others, I would say, on average. And they want the home, the family, safety, security, and the moon is about our emotional needs. And the Aquarius moon, needs the friendships, the groups, the unusual, what's unorthodox, and even certain freedom and independence. So it's interesting. You have the Cancerian Sun, Cancer Sun, who could be very clingy to others and sometimes can be very dependent, but the Aquarius moon has that need for more detachment and freedom and independence. So you have a strong contrast with the Cancer Sun energy and the Aquarius moon energy. Now, going back to the Sun being in Cancer, the Sun represents our true self in astrology, and the true self being in Cancer can be very nurturing, empathetic, emotional, temperamental, and very sensitive. Especially, it could be to criticism and ridicule. And the moon, which is the inner self, it's the inner personality, which is Aquarius in this case, can be more altruistic, aloof, very forward movement. So you just have a very strong difference between the inner self and the true self. And the moon, the Aquarius side of the person, so the inner self, that inner personality, which in this case being the moon in Aquarius, may be shown more, to people. This person feels close to home with, and family members more so than people they may not even know, or just an acquaintance, as an example. And also too, the sun is about our drive and motivation, and this person may be very driven and motivated, which is the sun, and to do things that they're comfortable with, which is Cancer. And doing this may be done with more selflessness, altruism, and even it could be in an unorthodox manner. It may be also done, with friends, group-related, situations. And the thing about this too, an adjustment may be needed um, if this is in an inconjunct aspect. An inconjunct aspect is 150 degrees in astrology, and it's the thing about this is, let's say the Cancer Sun, is at 9 degrees, and the Aquarius Moon is at 9 degrees. That would form an inconjunct aspect. And when I talk about an adjustment may be needed, it could indicate too much or too little of something. It could be too much expression of the Cancer Sun energy, or too much, of the Aquarius Moon energy, and it could be too much of Cancer Sun. Sun is our fundamental personality. It can be too much introversion. That wanting introversion, in this case, the Sun in Cancer, or the Aquarius Moon. It could be too much need, for doing things, in groups and clubs and organizations. The key is to find equilibrium and balance between those energies, and if it is in an inconjunct aspect. Now, the thing about this too is, the Sun in astrology represents the biological father, and the Moon represents the mother. Somebody with a Cancer Sun, their biological father may actually be, a Cancer Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or embody those characteristics. And an Aquarius Moon person, someone with an Aquarius Moon, the mother may actually be an Aquarius Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or embody those traits. And remember, it's also about the perception of these people. When you have, somebody with the Cancer Sun, the perception of the biological father may be, a person that's very, nurturing, caring, sympathetic, yet moody and temperamental. In the Aquarius Moon, the person that has, that position, that placement, they may perceive the mother as somebody that's very selfless, altruistic, considerate, even in unorthodox and ingenious, yet may be detached and aloof. And the thing about, this is, let's say, if you have, looking at this, combination, you can have, an out of, trying to just make sure I'm saying this right. Let's say, you can have an out of sign opposition between this energy. Let's say if the Cancer Sun, is at 29 degrees, and the Aquarius Moon is at 1 degree, you would have an out of sign opposition between these energies. And when you have an opposition in astrology, sometimes it can increase the propensity for divorce or separation with, in this case, the Sun and Moon, with the biological father and the mother. But of course, you got to look at other elements in the chart, especially, I would say, the actual synastry between the biological father and the mother, to say if to really reaffirm this and confer this. It can be, because I would say generally that would be the thing to really look at. But anyway, and this is just somebody that might bring a person that might really be very protective of their of their friendships and people that might be prominent in a group, club, or organization. It could be somebody that wants that Cancerian security, and doing so with very that need for those innovative type of equipment and devices. It could be somebody that equips their home with that with advanced computer and electronic security alarm systems, as an example. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.